Hey, everybody, and welcome to tonight's masterclass. This is Angela Carter, and tonight I'm going to show you how to get 5 new customers a week in your home business online without chasing family and friends, setting up complicated websites, or getting a ton of leads. Now, here's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing for a lot of you that are on here tonight, this is probably not the first online training that you've ever attended. And the first thing that I want to mention is that if you failed at getting leads or recruiting or selling your home business products online in the past, it's not your fault. There's a lot of information, there's a lot of misinformation out there, and it can be overwhelming and confusing. And many times that information overload holds you back from success, and that is okay. So if you've been concerned in the past that you just can't get results from marketing your home business online, what I want to do first before getting started into tonight's content is I want to put your fears to rest. You can do this. You just need the right training and the right person to explain it to you in a way that you can understand it and put it to use inside of your specific company. So many online trainers want you to think that you need a ton of leads or you have to go against your company's or your upline system to get results online. And I'm here to tell you tonight that they are wrong. They have their own biases, their own agendas for wanting you to think that way, but it's not true. If you've ever thought that it didn't seem quite right to market an online system that doesn't promote your company on the front end, but actually promotes another company or another system first, and that it actually goes against your company's or upline system, then you're right. And in fact, it actually slows down your success and company. The difference that what I'm going to share with you tonight is that you'll learn how to actually get customers online using your company's and upline's exact system. The difference is that I actually want you to stay focused only on your company, and I actually want to see you succeed in finally living the life of freedom that you've always dreamed of. So that's why I'm here tonight, and I know that you have the goal of finally succeeding in your home-based business and to live the life of freedom that you've always dreamed of. And tonight, I want to show you how to make that happen during tonight's masterclass. So my goal for tonight's masterclass is to help really 2 groups of people that will be on this train or who's on this training. It's for those of you who are new to marketing your home-based business online, and you'll learn that the best and only way to build a legitimate, sustainable, big network marketing business quickly online, working only 2 hours a day, is to get customers first. Who've been marketing your home-based business online for a while now, and you're struggling to get leads, you'll learn the right way to build an online system that markets your company and your company's products and services, and how to consistently close leads each week in a non-pushy and salesy way. So here's a little bit about me. If you haven't, if you're brand new to me or any kind of training that I've done, here's a picture of me that's on stage at one of my previous company's events. I was on the Rising Star panel, and this is back in April of 2015. I was one of the top 6 salesperson inside of my company from getting customers. I was bringing in over 5 new customers a week. And that allowed me to hit my company's leaderboard and become a top 6 salesperson, getting the most sales, right? The top 10 sales for 6 months straight in 2015. So I was invited to speak at the on the Rising Star panel at one of my company events in front of an audience of over 1,000 people. And I believe this was in Nashville. And the CEO of the company at that time, that's him to the right of me on your screen with the white pants on. At the next event following in July of 2015, I had my own solo speaking spot on stage in front of an audience of over 1,000 people. And I was able to train and become a trainer in my company on how to start using the internet to generate customers online. So not only did I start having success in my own individual business, but because of that success, my company had me speak on stage, and I became kind of a trainer in my company on how to get customers for our entire field in our company. As a result of that, of having that success of getting customers, I was able to go full-time in my business and really build a business and a life that I love, and accomplish one of my biggest dreams of being able to retire my mom and move into a 3-bedroom home. And it's just been absolutely amazing in terms of now loving what I do. But it wasn't always that way in terms of being able to accomplish my dreams. Right here on the screen, you see this beautiful child, Daniel, who is in Sierra Leone. He is my sponsor child. So one of my dreams have always been to also give back to charities and be able to support orphans and those who are living in poverty. And so he is a beautiful example for me of what this industry, what this business can do. And if you've ever had a dream of being able to, support charities or organizations or causes that you care about, this information tonight will help you accomplish that dream, if that is your dream. But here's the deal, right? That's the good side. That's what happened. But what was the journey like? Well, my journey wasn't always like this. I got started in a home-based business back in 2010, and I was a licensed attorney. I graduated from the University of Texas School of Law in 2008 with over $220,000 in student loan debt. Feel free to say ouch right there, because that's a lot. That's a lot of debt. And in 2018, when I graduated, the economy tanked, and the only job that I could get was a temporary job. And it sucked. I hated it. Every day I would dread going to work. I would drag myself to work, and I couldn't wait until Friday because I had the weekend off. And here's the thing though, even though I was off on the weekends, my mind wasn't off because I was thinking I have to go to work the following Monday. And so I couldn't even enjoy my weekends. And some of you know exactly what I'm talking about because maybe you're there right now. All I could think about was how I would have to get back up on Monday morning and start the whole routine again. And I felt like my life was a complete waste. I felt like I was just wasting my life. I felt like I was just living to go to work, pay bills, and to keep doing it over and over again. I felt like I was just living to pay bills. And how many of you right now have felt that way, or you currently feel that way right now on your job? Let me know. Leave a comment on this page below here. Let's talk back to me. Let me know if this is resonating with you. How many of you right now, you are working a job and you're not fulfilled in it? Like you don't get up excited to go to your job every single day. You don't go to your job and feel like, man, I'm doing exactly what I want to do and I'm making the kind of impact that I want to make. I didn't feel that way. There was an impact that I wanted to have on others that I wasn't able to do sitting at my desk all day, churning through documents. And I wanted to serve others, and I wanted to do work that I was passionate about. I wanted to get up and be excited to go to work every day. I wanted to be able to have the money to pay off my debt and to give money to charity and to be able to help my loved ones, like retire my mom. But my struggle was I didn't know how to actually break free from a job and get started in my own home business. So a good friend of mine from college joined a health and wellness network marketing company. And here is, catch this, you guys, I became a customer first because I had an autoimmune disease and I wanted to drink one of their health shakes. And so I used it and got amazing results. I was a customer first. And after being a customer and seeing how the product worked, I became excited about sharing it with others through the business opportunity. So that's kind of like how I got into this wonderful, wacky world, right, that we're in, the home-based business industry. So here's what I thought, right? I thought, okay, I love this product. I'm excited. I want to share with other people. And I thought, hey, you know what? I went to law school. I passed the Texas bar exam. I'm not dumb. I'm a hard worker. I'll study. I'll learn. How hard could building a home-based business be? I just thought to myself, I'll just follow the training. I'm a student. I'll be a student, and I'll do what I'm taught, and I'll succeed. So I got started and was told to contact my family and friends, and I did. And no one, after following the script that my upline gave me, after multiple attempts, nothing. I remember doing my first online home party because my company was definitely open to their distributors marketing online. So I was like, oh, cool, awesome. So I did my online home party and only could get one friend to show up, and she didn't even buy. Nothing. Zip, zilch, nada. So what I ended up doing is what so many people do, and it's probably maybe what you did, and that's how you came across me in my YouTube videos or came across me on Facebook. I turned to online marketing after being exhausted and exhausting my family and friends list. And I discovered this online marketing system that promised to show me how to market my home-based business online. And so I got in and I realized that they wanted me to market their system first, like on the front end, and then on the back end, market my home-based business. And that didn't make sense to me. But I did it. and only got a few leads and continue to struggle. So convinced that these, there's something completely the opposite. I'm not listening to none of these people no more. I'm going to do a complete opposite of what they told me to do. And at the time, they were like, don't pick up the phone, don't ever cold call leads. So I said, you know what? Since what they told me didn't work, I'm going to do the complete opposite. I'm going to buy some home biz op leads, and I'm going to call them from a company. And I think I was paying like $75 to $100 a month for these leads. And I was terrified to pick up the phone, right? The phone felt like it weighed 1,000 pounds, right? So I was terrified to call these people because I knew they didn't know who I was. They just responded to this generic ad that this company that I bought the leads from was running. So they didn't know that I was going to call. They knew somebody would call that would be representing a home-based business opportunity, right? So here's what happened. After months go by, I'm paying $75, $100 a month. And after several months went by, I finally mustered up the courage to make these calls. And so with each call, my heart would beat out of my chest. My palms would get sweaty. And I would secretly say a prayer. I'd be like, please don't answer the phone. 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 And sure enough, a lot of these leads were just like a lot of us. When you see a phone number that you don't recognize on your cell phone because of caller ID, because we can see, we don't answer it because we think it's telemarketers. We're not trying to be, annoyed, harassed. And so we just let it go to voicemail. We're like, hey, if it's somebody, if it's really that important, they will leave a voicemail, right? Or if it's somebody that I know, they'll leave a voicemail. So half of these people, majority of them didn't answer the phone just because of the times that we're living in, right? And so I would leave a voicemail using the scripts that the company gave me, the lead company gave me, and no calls would be returned, right? Then I would sometimes get lucky and get someone who picked up the phone, and then they would scream my ear off because they were getting bombarded with calls of all these different business opportunity owners like myself who were calling them because the lead company would give their information out to multiple people. So they were calling them nonstop. And so they weren't quite happy when I was on the other end, right? They were like, look, I don't know who you represent, but I want all these calls to stop. So I would get screamed at. And I was like, you know what? I did not start a home-based business for this. Right? I started hating working my business every single day. I dreaded it more than my job that I hated. And so I got to the point where I realized, Angela, you didn't get started in a home-based business for this. You wanted to wake up and do something that you loved. And look at you right now. You're doing something that every single day you hate. You're marketing your business in a way that you hate. And so I felt underpaid. I felt unpaid because I wasn't getting paid, right? And I felt like a telemarketer. And I hated my business every single day. And some of you are there right now. You're being asked to do maybe some type of marketing strategy or prospecting, contacting your family and friends, and it just doesn't feel right for you. And so you're not motivated to work your business. And so you're being told, you just got to find your why. You just got to find your why. And you're like, okay, well, maybe I thought I was clear on my why, but maybe I don't have my why. And so then you go through this cycle of not being motivated, dreading your business, and being told the wrong strategy in terms of, you have a why problem. When really it could just be that what you're doing and how you're being taught to do it really doesn't align with who you are, your personality, what you enjoy doing, what you love doing. So every day you could have a why in your business, but the how you're building the business just doesn't work, right? Or it doesn't fit who you are. It doesn't fit your strengths. It doesn't fit your personality. And so I quit. I quit the industry. In the summer of 2012, I quit. I said, I don't have the personality for this. I was done with this industry until I got a bunch of emails about a group of people who were finally succeeding after struggling for years in their home-based business. And these were people, here's what was different about them. These were people who had tried other online marketing systems in the past. They had bought and wasted money on multiple trainings to only be left confused, but they were finally having success. And what got me was they weren't like people who had succeeded before in past companies and had built big teams and for whatever reason, ended up leaving a company and going to another company. Like these were people who had never had success, all of a sudden now finally having success. And what resonated with me is that was who I wanted to be, right? I had never had any prior big success before. So I looked at it and I said, well, okay, what did they do? Like, what did they learn? Because I thought I had tried everything. So I decided maybe I should just be nosy and see what the difference was. What did they learn that I didn't know? I learned the right way, finally, and the right order to build a home-based business. And my business and life changed. I went from being somebody who my upline would say, just expose your business to 2 people a day. And I couldn't even get 2 people a day to see my business. So now getting over 16 plus leads a day requesting information about my business. I was able to then, because of the lead flow, finally start exposing my business to more people and started having an income breakthrough, making up to $1,125 a day in my business, as you can see here on the screen. Obviously, legal disclaimer, right? Results not guaranteed. This is not typical, average results, but I did not want to be average in this industry, right? I saw that the average home-based business owner, the average network marketer makes only $200 a month in profit. So I didn't want to know like what they were doing. Who was in that 3%, the top 3%, the top 2%? What were they doing to not be stuck in just $200 a month? And so if you're committed to not wanting to be average or getting average results that most people get in this industry, this is what's possible, right, for you. Once I started having a breakthrough in my income, I started hitting the leaderboard inside of my company, became a top 10 salesperson inside of my company. I started now having over a $4,000 a month income inside of my business. And here's what happened. I got excited because I was like, okay, wait a second. I went from failure to success. And I said, you know what? If I can just show people what I learned who were in other companies, would it work? Because I'm like, just because it worked for me and just because it worked in my company doesn't mean that it'll work for other people in other companies. So here's what I decided to do. I began training and coaching other home-based business owners who were in different home-based businesses than me on how to do the same thing. And their results were incredible. You see here, Jacqueline Walters, who actually is now in Arbonne, got a lead from Facebook. She said, I just got a lead from my Facebook fan page. I love the backdoor Facebook marketing strategy. I'm having so much more fun in my business and I'm starting to love what I do. That's the amazing thing. Once you finally know how to do this and how to do this the right way, how to build a home-based business the right way, you'll start having more fun and you'll start loving your business. And here's the stance that I take. If marketing and building your home-based business isn't fun, then you ain't doing it right. And there's a way to do it the right way that we're going to talk about tonight. It started working for not just people who were in, skincare companies, beauty companies like Arbonne, but even in technology companies like 5links. Marie Ocean, she said, I used to pay someone $1,000. So she would pay like an SEO online web designer to like design a website for her. And she paid someone $1,000 to do this. And they just gave her a pretty site, but didn't show her like, okay, now what do I do with this? So she said, I used to pay someone $1,000 to get the results that I have now learned to do in 5 minutes. This helps people. I am now on the first page of YouTube for multiple keywords. So she started learning how to do videos to market her company, not another system, not something on the back end, like directly to her company. And she was getting better results now from what she learned as opposed to paying $1,000 for someone else. Catherine Gage is someone who's in Mary Kay, who originally, when she first started working with me, I think she had 30 total customers. This is an old picture because it said 60, but now she's at over 80 customers, learning how to leverage Facebook. When she first got started working with me, she had a Facebook fan page. And I think she said she had spent about or close to $100 in Facebook ads and hadn't gotten a customer online. So she got started working with me. And I said, let me see your Facebook fan page, because she's like, I'm frustrated. Like, I don't know what the deal. I'm tired of not seeing results. And I said, okay, let me see your Facebook fan page. And I immediately knew one change that she needed to make. I said, what's the product that you want to market? And it was the Mary Kay Time-Wise product. And I said, okay, based on that, you need to make a change to your Facebook fan page. So I told her, make this change the name, target it towards those who are interested in skincare. And literally, I think it was like 1 or 2 days after our call, you'll see her testimonial a little later in the class tonight. She got our first customer online and she was ecstatic. And she has been crushing it ever since. And all she needed was the right strategy. All she needed was just feedback on what she was already doing, because what you'll learn and what you'll notice, and for a lot of you right now, you probably, this resonates with you. You know, most of the people that I see are people who they're not lazy. Like, they've been trying to do this thing. They've been trying to figure out this online marketing thing, but for whatever reason, they just haven't been getting results with Facebook or for their Instagram posts or for their YouTube videos. They've been going at it, trying to market their home-based business online, but it's just not working. And all they needed was feedback, right? So that was the case with Mary Kay. So I noticed that this didn't just work for me and my business, but it worked for people who are Arbonne, who are in beauty and skincare companies like Mary Kay, people who are in technology companies like 5 Links. So here's the deal, right? It's your time. It's your time. If you're ready to end the struggle, if you're ready to earn more money and impact more people, then tonight is for you. If you're ready to become a customer getting machine and a leader that can lead your team to results, if you're ready to accomplish your dreams and experience time and financial freedom, then let's get ready and get plugged into tonight's training. So tonight, I'm going to share with you 3 secrets. Secret number 1, I'm going to share with you the success acceleration secret. So how to get to building a legitimate, sustainable, big network marketing business by getting customers online using your company's and upline's system. Secret number 2 that I want to share with you tonight is how to do non-pushy closing, how to easily close and convert leads into new customers, even if you can't sell and you hate being pushy. And then secret number 3, I'm going to give you my leaderboard strategy, how to consistently get 5 new customers a week, working only 2 hours a day to rise to the top of your company leaderboard. I'm going to share with you what exactly it was that I did so you can apply it to your specific company. So let's dive in. So if you don't have a pen and piece of paper, get it out now, because we're going to go into the meat and potatoes. Okay, so secret number 1 is success acceleration. Like, how do you do this and how do you do it in the right way so you don't slow down your success? That's what this is all about. It's how to get and build a legitimate, sustainable, big network marketing business by getting customers online using the company's and upline system. So let me tell you a quick story about how I discovered this secret. So after quitting this industry in 2010, I decided to get back in the game after seeing people who were like me fail and finally succeed. I knew that there had to be something, right? Something that I was missing. And I realized that my whole focus had been completely wrong. In the past, I was focused on recruiting. Why? Because there were so many people, right? There were so many trainers out here and so many training products that put such a big focus on recruit. And I struggled to recruit. And when I recruited someone, they would quit. Or they wouldn't take action, right? That's a frustrating thing for some of you that are on here tonight who you've had recruited people successfully in the past. But the thing that you're frustrated with in this industry is this like churn rate, where it's like people will sign up and then they would leave. And it's like this big revolving door. And so I decided to get focused on getting customers first. Why? I looked at, and here's the key, I looked at the top network marketing leaders, those who have built a sustainable business. And they weren't just at the top of their company leaderboard 1 minute and then off the next, right? They were able to maintain freedom throughout the ups and downs of their company, throughout people joining and quitting. These leaders had built their business on a foundation of customers and then recruiting reps who wanted to also get customers. So I made a decision to get customers first online and build my business on a foundation of customers. So I focused on marketing and selling my company's flagship product. And I focused on using online marketing and using my company's system to do it. So I used video marketing on YouTube to build my business because I had no money, like a lot of the top people in my company, to like buy leads and pay for advertising. So I started with videos. I didn't let a lack of money be an excuse. I said, how much money do I have right now? Can I just invest the little small amount that I had? And at the time when I got started in my company, I was unemployed, $220,000 in student loan debt. I was living with my mom in her apartment. Okay. And so I said, you know what? I don't like my current conditions. So what do I need to do to change it? And I'm not going to make any excuse. I'm not going to say, well, I have autoimmune disease and I don't have any energy. I don't have a lot of or any money for paid advertising. I said, look, what do I need to do to change my conditions now? And I'm going to be grateful for what I did have. And I'm going to say, God, whatever you put in my hands, I'm going to use it to show you that I'm a good and faithful steward of what I have so I can get more. I'm going to be thankful for what I have. I'm going to, use what I have. So here's what happened. I started with doing videos and I hit a ton of challenges along the way. So I started doing videos and I would only get one view. And it would be me viewing my own video because YouTube counts that, I guess, apparently. So I would get frustrated. I was like, how do I get views, right? Then when I finally figured out how to get more views, then the next hurdle was, how do I get leads? Like, I'm getting views, but why am I not getting leads? So then I had to conquer that hurdle. And then once I started getting leads, I'm like, okay, I'm getting leads, but how do I get sales? So once I mastered sales, I began to consistently get 5 new customers a month into my business, 5 a month. And then I scaled up to 5 new customers a week. And here's what I discovered. When the majority of other people and the leaders in my company were focused on recruiting, I focused on getting customers, and here's what happened. After being in that company for 2 years, initially, right? I was in there for more than 2 years, but the first 2 years, a lot of big leaders left. And that's what happens for those of you who stuck around for a long time. And I know in this industry, it's very rare even nowadays, and it's sad to say, but it's very rare to have someone who is staying with one company for at least 2 years or even 4 years now. And so, but if you've been around the block for a while in one company, you know what I'm talking about. If you be around in a company for a while, big leaders will start to leave, usually. Not a lot, right? It depends on what's happening in the company. But after being in that company for 2 years, some of the big leaders left, right? They went and did something else. And so they went to other companies and they took downlines of people with them and left a lot of the other leaders' businesses vulnerable, and their income took a hit. So when a new company would pop on the scene, like as it always does, leaders had team members leave and then go to another company. And again, business and income took a hit. And it seemed like to go in this cycle, like every 1 to 2 years, there was another company or another distraction or another leader leaving. But my business ended up taking a different turn. Customers. My business was sustainable and it didn't go through the income ups and downs that others had because my customers didn't care about the opportunity of leaders. They were just focused on the product, right? And the service of the product, right? So here's what happened. When the first wave of leaders left in 2014 and 2015, I experienced a massive increase in my business. I started generating over 20 plus new customers a month. And I hit the leaderboard in my company and became a top 6 salesperson in the company for 6 months straight, up while others were going down. My customers stuck around while others had teams implode and their income took a dive and my income was going up. Now, because I had a customer getting system that worked and that was proven, battle tested, I could now pass this system on to anyone that I recruited and help them build a sustainable income and business built on a solid foundation of customers. So our residuals would be consistent and stable and not dependent on a fly by night or, the flavor of the company that would pop up and distract people. Make sense? So I realized that the key to building a sustainable, consistent income and a legitimate, and I say legitimate because when people look at our industry and look at our businesses, like our family, our friends, people who are not in it, like we know how amazing we got it. We know how amazing network marketing is. We know how amazing the leverage, the freedom that it provides. But for someone who's on the outside who's like, I don't really get this. Is this a scam? Is this a pyramid scheme? It doesn't make sense to them. And it looks schemy because so much emphasis is put on recruiting. So they don't get it. They're like, what? So you're just getting other people in? Like what it doesn't look like a real business because there's no emphasis on customers. The average person understands customers, right? They don't have to be in business to know, oh yeah, oh okay, so you market products that help people lose weight and feel great. Oh, okay, I get that. But you have customers. Oh, okay. And then what I do is I find other people who want to start another successful health and wellness business and get customers too. Oh, okay, that makes sense. But what doesn't make sense is like, oh, so you recruit other people to recruit other people. Like we know that it's legitimate and it's legal, but the way that we're building this business, is what makes it look schemy to people. So what I found is that the key to building a consistent, stable income and a legitimate network marketing business is to build first with the foundation of customers. And that way your business and your team members' businesses are not vulnerable to leaders leaving, to team members quitting, and other MLM drama that we see all the time in this industry that we can't turn a blind eye to. We can't ignore it. We just got to say, okay, we know that this is going to happen. How can I protect my business against the ebbs and flows, ups and downs, and the craziness that can come with being a part of an industry that has that going on? And that is building on a foundation of customers. And so I realized that the big sustainable income, and this is the key, so this is the writer down there, the big sustainable income in network marketing is having a duplicatable, write this down, a duplicatable customer getting system for the team that you recruit. I'll repeat that. Having a duplicatable customer getting system for the team that you recruit. And here is the kicker. Here's where I plant my flag. Here's where I am very different from a lot of what you see or hear online. And it's because I've had the experience of hitting the top of a company. So I know what companies want. I know what you need to do to position yourself in the company. Here's what I know. You don't have to go against your company's or upline system to get results online. Because the key to getting results online is to model the same exact system that your company and your upline teaches. System are we taught in network marketing? We're taught to use our company's products and services and get a result, right? We're told be a product of the product, right? I don't care what company you're in. I don't even have to, you don't even have to give me the name. Here's what I know. I know that one of the key things that's critical and a part of your company system is to be a product of the product. Why? Because that's what our whole industry is built upon. Being a product of the product, getting a result with your company's products, and then share your story of results and your excitement with people who are on your list. Then you ask them if they want to get more information or you want to sample the product. Then we point them to a tool, a video, a call, a home party, so they can get presented with more information. Then we follow up with them after they see the information and we collect a decision. Yes, no, maybe. That is a system that every company teaches. I guarantee you, I don't care what company you're in. I don't care if it's a travel company, legal company, your company that's not that unique, because you know why? Every company understands that the key to making this whole thing work is following the same system. And it's the one that I just taught you and share with you. Use your company's products, become a product of the product, share your story of your results with people who are on your list. Ask them if they want to get more information. If they say yes, you point them to a tool that does the telling and explaining for you. Then you follow up with them. That's the system, right? It's for any and every company. And what do we do online? Here's the key. What you should do online and what should you do online so you can stay in alignment with that. You just do the same thing that your company and your upline is teaching you. It's the same system online. So that's how I teach it. Because here's what I know. I know because I've hit the top of a company. If you start doing stuff that looks radically way different and weird, you're probably not going to get promoted in the company, or you're not going to be edified. I know that. You could follow any online guru that tells you, oh, your upline's leading you and they're lying to you and all that. But ask the question, have you ever hit the top of a company before? A network marketing company, not the top of a system that's promoting to other people who are in a company, but like, have you actually ever hit top of a company before? And I guarantee you that some of these people who are teaching like, oh no, don't listen, do this, do that. And they don't have a good system for understanding how this whole network marketing industry works. The key is online, you just do the same system, and you can do the same system that your company is teaching online. Here's what we do online. You use your company's product or service. You get a result. You market that result to people who are interested in getting that same result. You build a list. You point that list. Online, it's an email list. You point that list to more information about your product or service. You present more info to them using your company's tool. Whatever your company's tool is, you just use the same one online. And then you follow up with them and close them. The same thing we do online is the same exact systems that your companies teach that, and I started using the internet to follow this same exact system that is taught in every single company in our industry, I started having success. It started making sense to me how to do this whole online networking, online network marketing thingy, right? It started making sense to me that it was the same exact process. And so I taught other people how to do the same thing for their company and not get distracted by promoting other things, but how to now take their company system and use it online. And so I began setting up customer getting systems for people in different industries, in travel and in beauty and even in skincare. And here's what happened. Here's an example of a customer getting funnel I set up for a Mary Kay beauty consultant who wanted to get more customers for her anti-aging skincare product. I followed her company system of leading with her excitement and her results, and even giving out samples for people to try out her company's products. And so I built out her entire marketing funnel so she can get in front of women who were the perfect audience for her products, who had the income to buy it. That's critical. It helped her build a list and present her company's video to that list. So here's a picture of the lead capture page that I built for her. So what happens is once people put in their email address, right? So basically she's used her company's products already and got a result. The result is what you see there. That's her story. That's her results. So when they go to this page, they see her story, they see her results. And now she's asking them on this page, do you want to learn more? And then when they put in their name and their email list, they're on her list. She's building her list. Same way that your company or upline saying, build your list. This is how we do it online. Same thing. So then after you build a list, you're supposed to now present the tool to them, right? So I built into this where Mary Kay has a video on the skincare product that she was marketing. And now they're going to see that video, not some other tool, another system. Like they're going to see the tool, the video that Mary Kay wants them to see. And so after that, they're on her email list so that she can now follow up with them. Okay, so here's what happened. If you're like, okay, that sounds cool, but like, what were the results? So here's what happened. She started generating leads from the lead capture page that I built for her. Here's an example of a woman. Her name is Deborah. And she was on the list. I wrote all the emails out for Wendy. So she didn't have to do any of this. Like I built the lead capture page. I built the, I included the Mary Kay video that people would see. And I wrote all the emails, the follow-up emails. So here's what happened. Deborah saw one of these follow-up emails and said, I sent my information for the sample. And if it works, I would love to purchase. Like how many of you would want to get emails like this from people who, because they were already, because I was also driving marketing to Wendy's lead capture page too. So what I did was I was running Facebook ads for her. So basically all she had to do was just start connecting with people who were interested. And so I was driving Facebook ads to her lead capture page. And I figured out who our target market was of women who actually had the income to buy the skincare product, and also who were already interested in anti-aging products on Facebook. So I found that target market, started driving people to her lead capture page. And that's why she started getting responses like this from just her email follow-up from people like Deborah, who's like, yeah, I just put in my information for a sample. And if it works, I love it, I'm going to purchase it. See, people who have disposable income, there's no issue of price with them, right? It's like, oh, I have the money. I just want to know, like, is this going to work? And so that's what started happening. She started getting potential customers. And so here's what I found out, right? Here's what I found out, that if you're thinking, okay, that's cool for Wendy, right? She's in Mary Kay, she's selling an anti-aging skincare product, but I don't know if people would buy my thing online. Like, I don't know if people would buy what my company sells online, or, if they would need to sample it first. Here's what happened with me. I used to think that way too, until I actually went out there and did it. And I let the results and not my own biases or beliefs guide me. So I have successfully sold health shakes, weight loss meal plans for diabetics. And that was in the health company that I was in. I still get leads from marketing that I did 7 years ago, YouTube videos I did 7 years ago for a diabetic meal plan and weight loss program that I was promoting. And all of this was done online. And here's what I also realized. The biggest home parties in the world happen online and on TV. Have you ever thought about that? The biggest online home parties in the world happen online and on TV. What is the Home Shopping Network, you guys? What is QVC? It is the largest home party These shopping networks sell jewelry. They sell food. Do you know they sell food? I saw Patti LaBelle on there one day. She was actually promoting one of her cookbooks, and so they had like all the foods and meals and that she has the recipes for in her cookbook. But food, cookbooks, right? Makeup, you name it, it's online and TV every single day. People are selling and buying. Selling products to get customers online works when you align and you follow your company's proven system and use an online marketing funnel that follows it. Build a list, present company info to the list, follow up, and close. That is a proven system that every network marketer follows in our industry that works, and it works both offline and online. So now that you've seen, I think that hopefully if you're getting breakthroughs or ahas, let me know. Leave a comment, let me know. What you probably now have seen is that the best way to get the big sustainable income in network marketing is to get customers online using your company's same system online of building a list from your audience online, presenting your company's products or services through your company's recommended tool, and following up with your list. You may be thinking, okay, I get it and I see it and I understand it now, Angela, but I don't know what to say to these leads to close them and convert them without looking salesy or pushy. So that leads us to secret number 2. So hopefully you have taken some notes, and now we're going to get to, okay, we figured out how this online thing is supposed to work, like how I'm supposed to get customers online. Now we're going to talk about like how do you close and convert leads into new customers, even if you hate selling, even if you hate being pushy or being seen as pushy. So let me share with you a quick story. So I started focusing on getting customers, and I started using video marketing and using videos, and I started generating leads. But as I mentioned earlier, I didn't have money for paid advertising like a lot of the top leaders in my company was. So at first, here's what I felt discouraged. And I don't know if some of you are like this, where you kind of hear all this talk about like, oh, you need to get a lot of leads. And so you maybe feel discouraged because maybe you want to do like Facebook ads, or you hear about all these like advertising that you can do, but you're like, I don't have the money for that, or I don't have a lot of money for that. And so you get discouraged, and then now you feel like, well, this is only going to work for people who have like big advertising budgets. And so you want to quit, or you just feel like, maybe this is not the right time. I need to get more money. And so for me, right, unemployed, $220,000 student loan debt at the time, I didn't have another way. Like this was it. So I said, okay, I'm going to figure this thing out. Right, I'm gonna figure this thing out. So I started doing videos, but I didn't have the money for paid advertising. So again, I felt discouraged too, because I was thinking there's no way I can generate a lot of results unless I'm getting like 10 to 30 leads a day, like so many people were teaching online. So I started doing videos, and I was getting 3 leads a day. And I would see someone else do like paid advertising, paid marketing, and they would get like 10 or 30 or 50 leads in a day. And I felt discouraged until I realized this. I said, wait a second. I'm not in the lead collecting business. I was in the decision collecting business. And I'll repeat that. I realized I wasn't in the lead collecting business. I was in the decision collecting business. And I realized that the way that I would get the money to pay for ads is to get sales. So I put my focus on getting sales and mastering how to close leads. So that one shift made such a huge difference in my business. So I wasn't getting caught up like everybody else in this game of, oh, you got to get 10 to 30 leads. You got to get 10 to 30 leads every single day. I knew, and I realized that the key to success is getting sales, right? That's what your company is paying you for, is to get sales. So I put a focus on getting sales and mastering how to close the leads that I was already getting each day. And here's what I realized, that 3 to 6 high quality leads a day from YouTube trumps 30 leads from paid ads. Why? On YouTube and videos, they already know, like, and trust you. And you can get really targeted with your videos by marketing to people who are already interested in the solution that your home-based business product provides. So I focused on converting my three little leads, my three little leads. You know, you have the three little pig story. I had three little leads story. So I would focus instead of getting discouraged, instead of getting mad. I see people all the time who, there are some people who are generating three leads and they're like, man, this sucks. This is not working. I'm only getting three leads. See, for me, I said, okay, I don't have time to waste. I don't have effort to waste. And so I'm getting three leads. How could I now convert those leads? Because if I can learn how to convert those leads, then as I'm getting more sales and more money to reinvest into ads, when I start getting 10 leads or 30 leads a day, I actually know what to do with them to convert them. So I focus on converting my 3 leads a day using, and here's the writer down and here's the meat and potatoes. I use my triple touch closing system. I knew it didn't make sense to dump a bunch of leads into a marketing system or funnel that didn't convert. And if I could just focus on getting my system to convert first, then when I moved a lot of leads to the system, I knew that I would get even more results. So the first focus should be on converting and closing and perfecting that first, and then focusing on driving even more leads through your high converting marketing system. So through this triple touch closing system that I'm going to teach you tonight, I was able to turn my 3 little leads a day into 5 new customers every single month. So here it is. So go ahead and take notes if you haven't already. This is the triple touch closing system: email, phone, and Facebook. Here's what this looks like. So when I was getting my 3 little leads, I made it a focus and an effort to personally connect with them. So I would reach out to them through email, through phone, and on Facebook. And so many people come online to build their home-based business. And because of all this messaging that they're hearing from gurus and all these trainers and stuff, they think that like, well, I'll just have this magical system that will just kind of like, you know, convert people for me, and I don't have to like ever talk to them. Here's the deal. When you start learning how to market and how to position what you're offering in front of people who are your ideal customers, you're going to have some automated sales. You'll tend to have automated sales. I started having some, but I started having them after I did this. This was the key to knowing who the ideal customer was, what they wanted, what were their common objections with my product or service. It came from these conversations through email, phone, and Facebook first. So once I had those conversations and connections, I was able to tweak my emails. I was able to tweak, you know, my marketing so that now when more people came through it, I had some automated sales because I had talked to enough people kind of one-to-one first. So what I noticed, that mistake that most people make, is they try to go to, oh, let me have the whole online sale thing and have automated sales come in without doing the one-to-one first. So I've combined the two together. I said, okay, I'm going to have an online funnel, but I'm going to use this to get leads coming in so I can connect with them one-on-one, so I can know what are the common questions or what are the common concerns they have when they see my product or when they're thinking about buying it. So that now when we get to secret number 3, when I do a presentation in front of a group of them, I have already closed and converted enough one-to-one, and I know the comment. I know it before they ask, the common questions, the common objections, all of that. So now when I do a group presentation, I can close groups of them, five or more a week. And that's how I hit the leaderboard. And we'll talk about that in secret number 3. But the number 3 is found in secret number 2. You gotta master this phase. So again, when I got a lead and I just had 3 for the day, I didn't get frustrated. I didn't say, oh my gosh, but this is not enough. I want more. I said, let me take care of and be a steward of the ones I have. Let me master the skill of closing, converting these. And that's what I would do. So every single lead that would come through, I would reach out to them through email, phone, Facebook. I would make myself available in those 3 ways. So for those of you, application point time, if you're in a home-based business and you're trying to build your business online and you have generated leads and you're like, well, I get leads, but they're not converting. One of the things I'm going to ask is, well, what are you doing once they become a lead? Are you trying to reach out to them? Are you making yourself available through email, phone, and Facebook? And if you are and they're not responding, it's probably because the way you marketed to them before they got on your email list wasn't in a high quality way, right? In terms of you weren't using a high quality marketing strategy. That's why I say I love video and YouTube, because when someone first encounters me on YouTube in my business, I'm giving them information that helps them so that when they do get on my email list, if I do reach out to them through these 3 methods, they're open to actually, oh yeah, she was helpful on her video, so let me respond back to her. That's why I say there's such a huge advantage to YouTube, such a huge through video, as opposed to maybe just paid ads. Because again, if it's just paid ads, there's more heavy lifting that you have to do in terms of building a relationship, so that when they are on your email list, when they get an email from you, or when you try to reach out to them on Facebook, they'll feel comfortable actually responding. So if you have been getting leads and you have been connected with people before they became lead, but then now they're on your email list, and you haven't tried and you haven't done all 3 methods, you're leaving money on the table. That is one of the reasons why you're not generating up to 5 customers a week inside of your home-based business. So this is a huge, huge application tip and a point for you to take and implement inside of your business. So let me share with you what happened. So I've taught this system, this triple touch system, to others, giving them my exact email templates, and they saw similar results in their company. You see here, Felicia Starks, I shared with her an email that I used, email template, to have my leads book a phone appointment with me. Because here's the deal, I don't mind talking to people and talking to leads who know who I am because they've seen my video. They have already expressed an interest, and because they're making the effort of actually booking a set appointment, a set date and time to talk to me more about my company's product or service. They're interested in buying, but they just want to ask one question. I will take those calls all day, every day, as opposed to buying cold leads from people who don't know who the heck I am, and they're getting bombarded with calls from tons of people left and right. So I shared this email template that I use that worked, that was proven to get people that are already on my email list, who are already interested in my product or service. And I would send this email out, and they would book an appointment with me, and I would close. I think my conversion rate was like three out of 4 people that I would get on the phone, I would sign up on the spot. Like, they would sign up on the phone with me. I would walk them through the sign up process. So anyway, I shared this email template with Felicia. Here's what happened. She said, Angela, you are the bomb. Diggity, I took your advice on a strategy that you're using to reach more people, and I'm excited to share that I implemented what you suggested, and boom, it worked. I sent the email this morning, and I'm already getting responses. Here's the proof. So she was using an appointment calendar, ClickBook, and she just made a little, showed a picture of someone, one of her leads, who was on her list. They were sitting there on her list, waiting for her to contact them, waiting for her to reach out to her. And she used the proven template and got a lead appointment, a phone appointment, so that she could now start having sales conversations, start collecting decisions, because that's what we get paid for in our business. So how many of you would love to be able to be like, I want to talk to people who actually are interested and they're serious and they just want to ask me like 1 or 2 questions, and then get them signed up on the spot? That is the benefit of using the triple touch closing method. Same thing with Jacqueline Walter, you saw earlier. And she actually was in Arbonne, and she started a team coaching business as well. And so here's what happened for her. She said, I just want to share with you guys how the email examples Angela shared with us are already working for me. I had to play catch up with some of the assignments both yesterday and today, which means I've only had these emails up since late last night when I completed them. My target market is young women and teenage girls, and my list is all about encouragement. And soon I'll be sharing my upcoming book with my subscribers. So she had a passion for helping teenage girls and helping them discover their purpose and become more confident. And so she worked with me to learn how to use the internet to get in front of that audience, but not only get in front of that audience, her goal was to eventually have a book. And so she needed to start building a list. Like this same system, you guys, that they teach us in network marketing works for anything. Like, some of you may have a passion for, your network marketing, but maybe you also want to, or you might also have an interest in helping other groups of people, and you just want to learn the skills so you can know how to sell and market anything that it works, right? So the same system that they teach us, build a list, present your offer to that list, the same thing works. So she was in the beginning stages of, let me build a list of people who would be interested in my book, which would be teenage girls for her. So anyway, she said, since last night, I got 2 responses for the how can I help you email template that Angela shared. One of my subscribers responded with the most inspiring message about how one of my emails I sent last week really encouraged her. And so she simply used one of the email templates, and now she has responses, people reaching out to her, people that are in her target market, people who would be interested in what she's offering and what she will offer in the future, her book, all because she knew how to now connect with those leads that were on her list. Same thing with Wendy, right? I wrote Wendy's emails because I did her entire funnel for her. And so same thing you saw earlier, this is a lead that was interested in getting a sample so that they could eventually buy her product. If you're not knowing how to connect with those leads on your list, you're leaving money on the table. But the triple touch closing system works, as you can see. Now, for those of you who may be thinking that your problem is, okay, look, I don't have a problem with, right now, my main problem isn't closing leads. My problem is getting the leads. Like, I wish I had the problem of like, oh, I have all these leads on my list and I don't know how to close them. I don't have leads. So that's my problem, Angela, right? Or maybe you're not getting enough high quality leads each week to scale up to 5 customers a week. So let me share this with you. So let's talk about secret number 3. And that is my leaderboard strategy of how to consistently get 5 new customers a week, working 2 hours a day on just 3 leads a day, lead flow, to rise to the top of your company's leaderboard. So let me tell you, so here I was in my business. I was getting 5 new customers a month, and I wanted to scale up my results and my income. So I'm thinking, man, these 3 to now, I'm up to, I scaled up to 6 leads a day, y'all, like a whole 6 leads, right? Which is, for those of you who've been around the block for a while with online marketing, you know, like that's still low, right? Because you see these people like, I get 30, 20 leads a day, right? So I'm still getting 3 to 6 leads a day and I'm getting 5 customers a month, right? So here I am, I'm like, okay, I'm getting 3 to 6 leads a day. I'm getting 5 customers a month. Yeah, that's good. But I was not cutting it. And I was like, if for me to get more customers, I probably need to get more leads, right? If I'm going to increase my income and increase my results. But here's the secret that I learned, that to get more sales from the leads that you're already getting doesn't take getting more leads. It takes getting better at converting the leads that you're already getting. And to land on the company leaderboard, it doesn't take a ridiculous amount of leads. It just takes consistent sales every single week. So here's what I did with that same 3 to 6 leads a day. I didn't get any more leads, you guys. With the same I was getting, I learned, and here's the writer downer. I learned that if I started leading my own live weekly presentations that were designed to get people to take action on the spot, that I could go from 5 sales a month to 5 sales a week with the same lead flow. All it took was a high converting live weekly presentation. And so I started doing this live weekly presentation in October of 2014. And by March of 2015, I was at a full-time income in my home-based business. And in April of 2015, the following month, I was asked to be a speaker on stage at my company event. That's when I was on the Rise and Star panel that you guys saw at the beginning of this masterclass, that picture. That's how quick, right? From October of 2014, when I started doing my live weekly presentations with 3 to 6 leads a day, from October 2014 to March of 2015, hit full-time income on customers, right? And in April of 2015, became a top 10 salesperson inside of my company and was asked to speak on stage. And the Rise and Star panel became a Rise and Star. And then in July, the next company event, July 2015, had my own solo speaking spot. And I was on the leaderboard for top 10 sales for 6 consecutive months with 3 to 6 little leads a day. How? Doing the weekly presentations. So here's the example of this. I hit the top 6 in my company for 6 months straight. And it was because, again, I started doing the live, high converting weekly presentations. So here's the deal, you guys. I know that I've shown you the secret to getting customers every single week in your home business. Great to know. Here's what made me just be like, oh my gosh, it's such a big relief. Isn't it great to know that you don't need a ton of leads, or you don't need to become like this person? You just need a high converting marketing system that is actually marketing your company, and it's just using the same system that every single company in our industry uses. Get a result, market your results to people, build your list, Ask them if they want to see more information about your company or your product. Tool that talks about your product that the company does, and then follow up with them. That's what we do online. That's what I teach people to do online. So let me ask you a question that this would work for you. Do you think that this will work for you in your company? And how are you feeling right now, knowing that it doesn't take a lot, you guys? It doesn't take a ton of lead flow. You don't have to have a big marketing budget. Doing things in the right order. And I don't know about you, but when I first discovered this, when I first discovered what I shared with you tonight, I was excited. I was hopeful because I felt like finally somebody explained something in a way where I'm like, okay, I get it. I understand it now. So here's the deal. Is it okay if I just spend like 10 minutes showing you, okay, now how do I implement this? Like, okay, I see why customers and getting customers is so important. I understand how to now work with leads once I get them. I get that I need to have a high converting weekly presentation if I'm going to now generate leads and use them effectively to start getting sales. So how do I do this in my business? Well, let me present to you the Get Customers Online Done For You marketing system that will show you how to put this in place for your company. So here's what you're going to get. In this system, you're going to get a complete done for you marketing system, just like the one that you saw with Wendy, who was in Mary Kay, who had her lead capture page, who was getting that lead that was like, hey, I want to purchase your product. I just requested a sample. So here's what you're going to get. You're going to get a done for you marketing system. You're going to get a lead capture page created and designed by me specifically for one product in your company. So you can start getting customers with this system. So you'll get the lead capture page designed and created by me. You get all your follow-up emails written by me. And you'll also get an appointment getting system so that now you can start having those, remember the triple touch closing system where I said you want to reach out through email, through phone, through Facebook. So with the phone piece, appointment getting system where now your leads can now request an appointment with you. I do not believe in being available 24/7. That's not time freedom. So just like they do with a doctor's office, just like they do with any professional business, they book an appointment. And so they're going to book an appointment with you with this appointment getting system. So they'll be able to now, through the email, use a link, get on your personal appointment calendar, and now you'll be able to close them over the phone. And we'll talk about that in a second. But you'll get all this designed for you. So I'll design your lead capture page for that product in your company. I'll design and follow up your follow-up emails and your appointment getting system with a total value of $1,997. Now, also, here's the deal. So you'll have your lead capture page, you'll have your emails, and you'll have your appointment getting system. But you may be asking, okay, that's cool. So I'll have this funnel thingy, all right? I'll have this online system. And people, my leads will be able to book an appointment with me. But like, what do I say? Like when I'm on the phone with them, okay, what should I say to them till I close them? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you not only the automated appointment booking system and set it up for you, but I'm also going to give you a script that you can use, that you can follow, so you can now start closing these leads. Here's the deal. I don't want to just give you, a nice looking lead capture page system. I don't want to just give you a good appointment system, but if you can't convert, you just have a pretty system. And so I believe that if you're going to give somebody one thing, you want to make it so that they have the complete tools to start having success. So you will also get a phone closing script that's worth $497. So not only will you get the done for you marketing system with the lead capture page, the pre-written emails, the appointment getting system, but you'll also get the script, right? But that's not all. Here's what I know. You guys heard me talk about tonight the importance of having a live weekly high converting presentation. You'll have your lead capture page that will be designed to attract leads. You'll have the pre-written emails that's designed to close and start converting those leads. You'll have the script to now know how to close and convert them over the phone. But what about scaling up? So you'll have the tools that you need to start getting 5 customers a month. But like, how you might want to scale it up to 5 a week like I did. and you want the live weekly presentation. So what I'm going to do is give you the outline of a perfect presentation that you can customize to your specific business opportunity. And I'm going to give you an outline of the one that I did for my company that got me to the top of the company leaderboard. So you can see, okay, now I see the outline of how a perfect presentation is supposed to be laid out, but can I see an example? I just want to see it in effect. So I'm actually going to give you a recording copy of one of my high converting presentations that I use to hit the top of my company, so you can kind of see it in action. That is worth a value of $997. So just to recap, you get your done for you marketing system. So you get your lead capture page designed by me. You get your emails pre-written for me. So this is perfect for those of you who are like, I always wanted to do some stuff online, but the technical setup, can someone just do it for me? This is for you. That is why it's called the Get Customers Online Done For You Marketing System. So again, to recap, you get the lead capture page. You get your pre-written emails that are written by me. You get your automated appointment booking system so that your leads, your quality leads that are already interested in buying your product or service that your company provides, and they just want to ask one question before they sign up, you'll have that automated system where they can now, based on your time availability. So I'll ask you, like, what times are you available? So that way now when I set up your appointment system, they can only see those times that you're available. This is the freedom. This is how I was able to work 2 hours a day and still hit the top of my leaderboard, because the 2 hours I was working, it was me responding to people who were messaging me through email from my automated emails and closing them through email. It was me, those 2 hours were me getting on the phone with leads who were already pre-qualified, who were already interested in joining, but just wanted to ask a question, and me signing them up while they were on the phone with me. That was all I was doing every day. Videos that I had done were already out there. That's the great thing about YouTube. The videos are already up, generating leads for me. So that's kind of automated now. So that now all I'm doing in these 2 hours is I'm responding to people who are interested through email. I'm on the phone with these leads who booked an appointment with me. And then I'm doing this weekly live presentation, one presentation every week. That's how I was getting over 20 plus customers, new customers a month. It was just 2 hours a day. So you'll get the lead capture page, the emails, the automated appointment booking system, and you'll get the outline of your outline that you can use to now create your live weekly high converting presentation. So you can now start closing up to 5 new customers a week inside of your business. So here's how you want to look at this. Think of the lead capture page, the emails, and the appointment getting system as closing 5 customers a month. You can close, that's what I was doing, 5 customers a month through that, one-to-one, right? But then we're going to scale you up to now mastering how can I close people in groups? Because we're going to take what you've learned through the phone calls, the one-to-one, and now we're going to help craft out with this outline a live weekly presentation, so you can now scale away, get rid of now doing the one-to-one phone appointments. We're just going to get a couple of them in so that now you know, oh, here are the common objections, and we're going to use that information in your live weekly presentation, so that now instead of doing these phone calls, you'll just do 1.5 hour live weekly presentation in front of a group of your leads, and now you're closing 5 of them a week on your group presentation as opposed to one-to-one calls. Does that make sense? So that's how you want to look at it. Let me master the one-to-one. Let me get enough conversations where I can see, oh, okay, these are the common objections, boom. And now let me scale up now to 5 a week. So you'll get the presentation outline so you know how to do that. But that is not all. Here's what I know. You're like, okay, I got the lead capture page. I got the emails. You're going to show me how to convert the leads with the appointment getting system. And then you're going to show me how to convert the leads with the presentation. But here's my problem, Angela. I don't know, like, I struggle with getting leads. So I want to include that for you. So I'm going to be giving you my video marketing training, and I'm going to share with you how to start generating high quality leads for your company's product or service using video, using YouTube. So you're going to get a copy of my video marketing traffic domination training, which is video step-by-step showing you how to do your videos for your specific company to market your company's product or service. So that way now I'm not just giving you your funnel and you're like, okay, well, I don't know how to generate leads for it. You will know because you'll have this as a bonus as well, this video marketing training. I'm going to give you my checklist. So this is the checklist that I use with every single video that I did. It allowed me to get my videos done faster because I'm not like doing a video and saying, okay, now what do I do? Okay, what I do, like I had it all laid out so that now I'm knocking out my marketing, I'm knocking out my videos in 1 hour, 2 hours a day. So you'll have that checklist so that now you'll know, okay, I have this video done. What's the next step? Like, how do I upload? How do I make the title? How do I make the tags? All of that is in the checklist so that now you have it and you know the steps to take with every single video. That has a value of $297. So you get the lead capture page. The done for you system includes the lead capture page that I'll design for you, the pre-written emails that I'll write for you. You will also get the appointment closing system. So I will set up your appointment booking system for you. I will give you the closing script of what to say to close people on the phone, the format of that conversation should take. Also, you're going to get the presentation mastery system. So you can now scale up to closing people in groups with one live weekly presentation every single week. So you can now start getting up to 5 new customers a week in your business. You get that. But in addition to that, you'll also get the video marketing training. So you can start having quality leads to close over the phone, to close in your presentations. So you'll have the video marketing training so you can start getting leads as well. But there's more. Here's what I know. I know that I can give you all of it. I can give you the whole entire funnel that I'll do for you. I can even give you the video marketing training so that you can close leads. But here's what I know. I know that you lead a busy life. You are currently employed. You are working a full-time job, and you're not yet full-time in your home-based business. So your home-based business is just, you're just working part-time, maybe 2 hours a day. And so the challenge that you may have had in the past, whenever you buy training or you buy something, is you're like, man, I know my struggle is implementing it. So here's what I know. It's not going to be any use to you even if I build this for you. You buy the package and I build it out for you. I give you the training to now start doing your videos. If you don't master managing your time, you're not going to get the videos done. You're not going to make the time to now get leads and then now close them over the phone. So I know you need time management training. And I know that for a lot of you, that's been the challenge, right? Is how do I make this business work? I'm busy. Like, I have kids, I have a family, I have a full-time job. So the biggest challenge, if you've had, was around managing your time and finding the time and creating the time for your business. I'm including my Calendar Profits time management training. So this is my weekly profit planning system that I used to hit the top of my company. So it was how I managed my time so that I only needed to work 2 hours a day in my business, but it was how I was able to focus and manage my time so I could have the time and the space and the mental capacity to work my business. Because some of you know, like, if you have a lot of stuff going on in your personal life, or you have distractions that keep coming up, or errands you have to run, all this stuff gets in the way of you actually building your business. And so you never get the time freedom that you want, right? The time freedom that comes with having a successful home-based business, you never have it because you have to manage the time that you have now, right? It's like the dilemma that we have, right? It's the challenge. So I'm giving you this Calendar Profits time management training so you can know now, okay, I got this package from Angela and she's working on my funnel, and I know once she's done, I'm going to have to do videos. I'm going to have to now talk to leads that I'm generating from doing my videos. Okay, how do I manage my time? Like, how do I set up how many hours I work in my business? How do I fit this in with life? Because I don't want this business to become my life. I want it to give me more life. So how do I now fit in time with a spouse, date night? Or how do I fit in time with my kids? Like, how do I manage my life so that this can work? That is what the time management training, the Calendar Profits training will give you. So I'm throwing that in as well. So far, total done for you marketing system. I'll design your lead capture page specifically for your product in your company. I'll give you and write you your customized emails. You also get the appointment getting system that will your appointment system so that now your leads can automatically book a time with you at a time that's convenient for you, so that your business can exist along with you'll have a life while you're building your home-based business. You're not going to be consumed because you're not on call 24/7. Like we're not ER doctors. Like it's ridiculous. I think because my background is in law and I know like how many hours lawyers have to work at big law firms. Like I didn't want that in my life and as a home-based business owner. So I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to be available for three-way call. Like, what is this? You know, like I'm not doing that. So for me, I was resistant to that whole system anyway. Right? It's like, yeah, just like call people randomly and have them call you randomly. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I want to have a life. That's why I decided to build a home-based business. So for you, if you like the idea of like, yeah, I'm going to talk to high quality people, but I want to have a structure for this. Like, you're not just going to call me at dinner time, right? Like, you're not going to call me during time with my kids. Like, let's have a system. Here's the times that I'm available. Book a time that's convenient for you, like a real professional business, right? So you'll have that. But not only that, with that appointment getting system, you'll also have the closing script of the conversation, how that conversation should flow. So you can now turn that lead into a new customer on the spot while they're on the phone with you. You also get the presentation mastery system. So now that you've mastered closing people on the phone one-to-one, we're now going to scale that up so that you can now start closing people in groups on a live weekly presentation to get up to 5 new customers a week. Then you're also going to get the video marketing training. So we can start getting some leads coming through the system so you can have leads to close over the phone and auto presentation. And you'll also get the calendar profits time training that will show you how to manage your time. Done. But that's not all. So I'm also going to give you the Leaders on the Rise Spotlight series. Here's what I know. I know that you can have everything designed for you. You can have your lead capture page. You can have the pre-written emails. You can have the closing script with the leads. You can have leads coming in through your video marketing training. You can have your time set up so that you can manage everything. But here's what happens. You're learning a new skill set. And with anything new that we learn, it's a learning curve. It's a learning process. And sometimes we lose motivation, right? Sometimes we hit a snag or we hit a challenge and it's like, man, you know, like you got to get motivated and re-inspired again. I know what it's like to build a home-based business and you're like the only one in your family that does it and you don't really get the support that you need and the encouragement to like keep going. And so I know that you're going to hit that. I know that it's we all do. So what I want to do is give you this series of videos that I did with people who were just like you, people who started where you started at, and who, as a result of learning how to market their home-based business online, they started having success. And I included this because on those days when you're having a rough day, on those days when maybe, you know, your friend or your family member said something that was kind of like them kind of talking negatively about your business or about the industry, or just one of those days where you're just tired, you know, you had a lot of personal stuff going on, you just don't feel motivated, you can pop in and watch one of these videos of someone who was just like you, who went through what you've gone through, and you can hear from them how they move through the challenges that they faced in their business. And there's people who are in beauty companies talking about this. They're featured in this Leaders on the Rise series, and it's me interviewing them and asking them, what were your challenges before you learned how to really do this online thing for your specific company, your specific business? And what would be your advice to people who are on the verge of quitting? Like, what did you do to finally start having success? You get that as a bonus for this Get Customers Online Done For You marketing system, because I know you're going to need to get inspired, and you're going to need this inspiration and motivation on this journey. So you get that as a bonus as well. So Done For You marketing system, you get the appointment closing system, you get the presentation mastery system, you get the video marketing training, you get the calendar profits time training, and you also get the Leaders on the Rise series so you can stay motivated and stay inspired. But here's what I'm really excited about. That is not all. You're going to get a free training, $1 million team building with a $1 million earner. So here's what happened. And here's what I know. Once you get this high converting customer getting system in place in your business, the next question that you're going to have is, oh my goodness, okay, this is working for me. And how do I duplicate this? Because if I duplicate this in my team, it is going to go crazy. We are going to go crazy with this. So how do I now duplicate this in my team so that I could be a top earner in my company? So I want to prepare you for that next level, because here's what happens. you have to start thinking and seeing who you want to be at the next level. So I don't want to just say, okay, you got customers, all right, and you're left hanging. I want to now prepare you for the next level of success. And that is now top earner status. That is now being a team builder and now duplicating what you've learned, the system that you now have that's working for your company, how to duplicate that and how to become a leader and think like a leader. So I sat down with $1 million earner, a $1 million team builder, and she's actually one of the industry's trainers on team building. And I grilled her. I said, I asked her any and every question about how to build a team. What do you do as a leader when your team's not taking action? How do you stay motivated as a leader? What should be the role of a leader? If you don't have a team yet, how should you be thinking about leadership? Like any question you could think of about leadership and how to build a team. Like how do you build a team without being a babysitter and like feeling like you got to be on call nonstop 24/7? How do you do that? How do you build independence in your team members? That is what I grilled her on. You'll get a copy of that as well as a bonus. So done for you marketing system, appointment closing system, presentation mastery system, video marketing training, calendar profits time training, leaders on the rise series, the $1 million team building interview. And here's the deal. If you're like, okay, that's a lot. I mean, that's really great, but like, where would I begin? So you give me the funnel, Angela, and I have these trainings. I get the calendar training. I get the team building training. Like, how do I put this all together? Because I don't want to get overwhelmed. So a lot of you, what's happening online is you'll join all these training systems and buy these products, and then you get overwhelmed because you're like, okay, what's the first step? Like, I just need, tell me the goal of what I need to do. And like, where do I begin? Like, what's the first video I should watch? Because I just got all this stuff. So I'm going to give you a 90-day game plan. And in that 90-day game plan, I'm going to give you a marketing strategy and focus items for each month for 90 days. So here's what it looks like. It says month 1, here's what your focus need to be. Here's your goal. Here's the number metric that you want to hit. Here's the video marketing training or the training for that specific goal for that month. So now you know all those amazing trainings that I just listed that you get as a bonus, you know which one you need to watch for that month. So now you're not getting overwhelmed. So you know what the goal that you need to hit for that month, and you have the training listed that will help you accomplish that goal, and now you're ready to go. And then the same thing for month 2. Here's the focus for month 2. Here's the training that will apply for that month so that you don't get overwhelmed. As a bonus, the 90-day game plan as a bonus for the Get Customers Online Done For You marketing system with a total value of $97. So Done For You marketing system, appointment closing system, presentation mastery system, video marketing training, calendar training, Leaders on the Rise series, $1 million team building interview, and 90-day game plan. I'm not done yet. Because I'm thinking, how do we finally give people in our industry everything? Like, I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of always feeling like I buy one thing and then it's like, oh no, psych, you thought that was all. You thought that was it, but you're gonna need something else in addition to that. It's like, can someone just create something where it's like all in one? And I said, you know what? Because it doesn't exist, I'm gonna create it. So here's what I did. How about free coaching for life? Because here's the question I know you might have. It's okay, that's cool. Like, I get an idea game plan. I'll have the whole marketing funnel built for me by you, Angela. I have the scripts. I have the video marketing training to get leads. I have it all. But here's the question though. Like, am I gonna have access to you? Like, what if I have questions? Like, as I start doing my videos or as I start doing these conversations with people on the phone and something didn't work the way I wanted it to work, or, hey, I'm having a challenge. Like, can I ask you a question? So here's what I don't want to have happen. I don't want to give you all of this, and then now you have a funnel that can convert and will convert, but you're not putting into action, or you run into a challenge or an obstacle and you quit. Like, I'm the one that's building my time into building this funnel. I actually want to see it work for you. So I said, well, how can I now make it and ensure that you get the best results with this? And I said, well, let's give you lifetime access. So I have a monthly membership called the MLM Marketing Insider Monthly Membership. In that membership, you get tons of amazing trainings in addition to the ones you get with this package. But here's the key and what matters to you as it relates to what we've been talking about tonight on this masterclass. In my monthly membership, every other Tuesday, so for 2 Tuesdays of the month, twice a month, for 1 hour, I do a group hangout, kind of like this, but I'm doing Q&A. So I'm answering any questions that my members have. I'm doing marketing review feedbacks. I'll give it, and I record them. Access to that. So that means as you're implementing the 90-day game plan and you have a question, hey, Angela, can you review my YouTube video for me? Hey, Angela, can like here, I did this call and I got this response and I didn't know how to handle it. Like, what should I have said? Hey, I'm doing my presentation and I followed the outline, and can you take a look at it and just let me know, like, is there anything that you would improve? You get access for a lifetime. So that means there's no monthly membership fee, like you have to keep paying monthly for, it's included. So you don't have to pay anything, you get it for life. This is just my way of ensuring that no matter what obstacle comes up, any snags, anything that happens after you get your funnel from me, that you know how to overcome that challenge and you always have access to support and help, because I want results. And I know that results come from having someone give you feedback, just like with Catherine that you saw earlier in one of the slides earlier, who was in Mary Kay, who came to me because she was frustrated with building a Facebook fan page and spending close to $100 on advertising, and she didn't get a customer. And it was just like one simple tweak that she needed to make on her Facebook fan page. And then she got a customer. And then now she's went from 30 to now 80, over 80 customers. And she just needed feedback. Some of you just needed feedback. Like that was it. That was all you were missing. You were taking action. You're not lazy. You've been doing posts on Facebook. You've been doing posts on Instagram. You've been doing posts on YouTube. But you weren't getting feedback. And so you'll have that for life as a result, as a bonus for this Get Customers Online Done For You package. So just to recap, everything you'll get: done for you marketing system, customized lead capture page, and pre-written emails for one product in your company. Let's master getting sales for one product. And here's the beautiful thing about this. Once you have that funnel and you've now duplicated it in your team, you can just rinse and repeat and now say, okay, I'm going to do this again for another product. But let's get one product going. What I see happen a lot of times is people get overwhelmed because they're trying to like market. Just master one thing. Keep it simple. Okay, so done for you marketing system includes a custom lead capture page built by me and pre-written emails, an appointment closing system. So an automated appointment calendar system where your leads can book a phone appointment to get on the phone with you. I'll set that up for you. You'll also get the phone closing script of what to say, what the conversation should flow like, so you can close those people on the spot while you're on the phone with them. You get the presentation mastery system, an outline of a highly converting presentation that you can now create, now start doing presentations and close people in groups and close up to 5 people a week inside of your home-based business. You get the video marketing training so you can get high quality leads to the funnel that I've designed for you. You get the calendar profit system to learn how to actually make this business work in only 2 hours a day. The Leaders on the Rise series, interviews with people who have been where you are so you can get inspired, get remotivated, get encouragement and support that you need, that unfortunately we don't usually get from our loved ones, our family and friends. Those are closest to us. So you'll have that so you can have the motivation and support. You have the $1 million team building. You have the interview with a $1 million leader ready to now start taking this customer getting system that you have now built, how to now duplicate it in your team, in your organization, so that you can lead a team successfully. You get the 90-day game plan. So you know exactly now that you have this funnel from me, what you need to do every single month, what you should focus on, what your goals should be, and what trainings of the ones that you have included here in this package, what trainings to watch so that you're not overwhelmed. And you'll also get lifetime access to coaching. So that way, as you're implementing this, you can have me to that you have or give feedback on your marketing. Total value of all of this, $5,176. But that is not what you pay. You're only going to pay $497. That is it. One time. That is not monthly. You get lifetime access to monthly support, right? The Q&A calls in the month, but you don't have to pay monthly. This is $497, one time only for it all, for a done for you system. Here's what I know, right? So many people, when I first came out with this, there were so many people like, oh my gosh, because they've always wanted, they just like, can someone do this for me? Like, I get the whole online thing. I get it. I want it. But but the technology, like the sudden, I don't want it, can someone do this for me? Nobody had a done for you setup service that not only included the setup, but included, okay, now that you've given it to me, like, how do I now drive leads to this? Nobody had an all-in-one system. That is until now, until this Get Customers Online Done For You marketing system, $497. And the reason why I made it affordable like this, and it's all in one for everything, lifetime support, all of that, is I know that this is the foundation. That I know that this investment in your business will lead to so much success, not only for yourself, but for your team. But here's the deal. I know you're just getting started. Maybe for those of you, you're not quite yet where you want to be in business. So a payment plan is probably going to be a better option for you, a more affordable option for you. So you'll be able to break that payment into 2 payments of $298.50. Okay. And so you'll see below this video, you'll see 2 buttons. You'll see one button for the full pay, $497, and then you'll see this option for the $298.50, the 2 pay. And the 2 pay, I believe I have it set up where it is you pay the $298.50 on the spot, and then 2 weeks later is the other second payment. Okay. And then if you need a 4 pay option, this is how, like, I want this into so many home-based business owners' hands, because I've seen the results that this has happened for so many people. If you even need a 4 pay option, email me at angelacarterjd@gmail.com, and we'll break it down into 4 weekly payments. But you'll see the option there: full pay, $497, and also the 2 pay of $298.50. All right. So here's the deal. Here's the common questions that I get asked about this. First question is, do I need like an email autoresponder? Do I need a lead capture page? So here's what happens. Once you make your purchase, I will email you and congratulate you on making your purchase. And then what I'm going to do is send you a questionnaire. So this questionnaire will have questions about your company. What product do you want me to build this funnel around? And so, the testimonials, things like that, the information I need from you to now start setting up this funnel. But also in that email, I'm going to give you information on, you need either a lead capture page, and you need an email autoresponder service. Okay. So with a lead capture page, it can be any system. I recommend Lead Pages for people, and Lead Pages is usually like $37 a month. It's the most affordable one. There are ClickFunnels. I've heard people asking, like, well, isn't there ClickFunnels? I'm like, yeah, it's $97 a month. It's great. I use both. You don't need both in your business. You just need one. And so I usually recommend Lead Pages because it is the more affordable one for people. But ClickFunnels is amazing too. So if you have the budget for getting ClickFunnels instead, it's $97. Here's the deal. I tell people, look, you just need a lead capture page. I just need to use a lead capture page for you that I can customize. So I can add, the headline that I want on the page. And so if you already have it, like, you don't have to use, just because I use Lead Pages, you don't have to use it. So in that initial email after you purchase, I'm just going to say, hey, look, I recommend Lead Pages. It's $37 a month. If you have another system, or you're already using one, or you found one that's cheaper, that's fine. I just need to be able to customize it. So you will need, in order to take advantage of this package, you will need a lead capture page system, okay? And you will need an email autoresponder. The one that I recommend is Aweber, because I've been using it for 7 years now. But you can use GetResponse, or you can use another one. Like, I've worked with people who have used SendLane, right? I don't use SendLane. I had never had any experience with it, but I could teach myself and learn everything. So I went into SendLane, and it was easy, because once you use one, you can use them all. Like, they're pretty much the same. So I worked with a guy who was in Legal Shield, and he already had SendLane. I was like, okay, cool. Like, you don't have to use what I use, just as long as you have it. And it has the functionality that I need for, like, the automated emails and things like that. Like, I just send me your username and password, and now I can get in and I can just do it all and set it all up for you. So that's a question I commonly get. You may be asking, like, okay, like, do I need the lead capture page? Yes. So you need the lead capture page, and just for budget purposes, so you can kind of know, like, okay, how much does that usually run? Lead Pages is $37 a month, but if you find one that's cheaper, or if you got one already, just send me the information to that one after you purchase. And then email autoresponder service, like I said, I use Aweber, but you can use GetResponse. I work with people who've used SendLane. SCNDLANE. I can't vouch for it because I've never used it, but I mean, I went in there, set it up for him, you know, and it looked like it was great. So I'm assuming that he didn't have any complaints with it. So SendLane, and then I just finished a funnel for someone in Arbonne who is using MailerLite. So these are just different ones that I've heard of. The one that I've been using is Aweber, and Aweber has a free trial. So for the first 30 days, I know that it's free. And then after that, it's like $19 a month. And with most of these email service, the bigger your email list is, your monthly rate usually goes up. So with Aweber, it's $19 a month for up to a list of like 5,000. Okay. So basically, let's say you don't have anything right now. You don't have a lead capture page, you don't have an email service. If you just take the $37 a month lead pages and then the $19 a month that you'll get after your first free trial, you're looking at, let's round it to $60 a month is what you're looking at. Okay, so I like to be clear and upfront and honest with people, like, this is what you're gonna need, right? So the $497 is the setup of me setting up everything for you, but also the lifetime access, all the training, all of that, right? And the ongoing support. But you will need a lead capture page and an email service, and it could be one that you've already used. Another common question that I get asked is how long does this process take? Like, how long does it take you to do an email, do a funnel for someone? And I tell them that it takes me usually a week. So after I get your questionnaire back of information about your company and the product that you want me to build your funnel around, it usually takes me a week to get it all set up for you. And that is me setting up your lead capture page, your follow-up emails, your 90-day game plan, setting up your appointment calendar system, giving you lifetime access to the membership site. It usually takes me a week. And it usually hasn't taken me, and I think, any longer than that. So about a week is what you could expect. So I think those are like the common questions. I just want to give you all the information that you need to make the decision, but I am so excited for those of you who are going to move forward and take advantage of this deal, because that's what it is. It is a deal because nobody has this in our industry. And I wanted to have a service where I am setting up something for people so that now you don't have to get bogged down with setting up a complicated website yourself. Let me handle that for you. And then not only that, like, you get the whole complete package from A to Z, how to generate leads, how to close leads, and you get lifetime support for $497 or 2 payments of $298.50. So for those of you who are going to move forward, I am so excited to work with you. We've been having some amazing results with those who have bought this package. I was working with a woman in her business, and she was just giving me the results of her funnel that I set up for her. And she was telling me that she booked 4 appointments, and she's already closed 1 new client or 1 new customer from this package. And so she hasn't done the other 3 appointments, phone appointments yet. But you guys, this works. And this is going to take your business and your life and the lives of your team members to the next level. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed tonight's masterclass, that you've gotten some amazing value out of it, even if you're not moving forward. But if you do move forward, again, the deadline for this is Sunday. So this upcoming Sunday, I know this is Thursday night. So if you want to take advantage of this, you have to sign up by Sunday. And the reason why is because this is taking up my time, because I'm designing the websites. I can only work with a limited number of people every single month. So I have to cap it out. That way I can give enough time to really do quality work with the people that do get this package. And so I don't do this for a lot of people because I can't, right? I only have so much time and so many hours in a day as you do. So if you want to take advantage of this deal while it is still here, you want to make sure that you get signed up by midnight, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Sunday. So with that being said, have an amazing night, and I look forward to helping you market your home-based business online. Good night.